is time for another Pintertest challenge. Today's suggestion came from you guys the other day in the comments of my Urban Decay lipstick swatching video. If you've been around here for 5 seconds or ever seen me talk about lipstick, then you probably know that I wish every single shade of lipstick in the world was matte. You guys in the comments suggested that there is a way, and this is actually a tutorial on Pinterest, where you can mattify any lipstick in the world by topping it off with translucent setting powder. Now, I will be honest, I have tried this before once on my own with no success. About a year or so ago, I had kind of a berry shade of lipstick that I really loved that was not matte, and maybe I messed it up because at the time I did not use like a loose translucent dusting powder, which I did see all the Pinterest tutorials, and a lot of you guys were suggesting that I use a loose setting powder. So maybe that's how I messed it up before, because I used a translucent powder, but one of the pressed compact type powders, and maybe that had something to do with how it all turned out. It turned that berry lipstick color almost to like a blue shade. I don't even know how that's physically possible. Today, I am going to try and mattify this really awesome, vibrant, hot pink lipstick that I loved out of the Urban Decay Stash collection. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link you to it down below. This is the shade Crush, which was one of the very lip glossy kind of shades. Definitely far, far, far from matte. I also saw a lot of people on Pinterest like kind of patting the powder on with their fingers, and last time when I tried this, I used a brush. Maybe that has something to do with it as well. So today I'm going to be using my translucent powder by IT Cosmetics, and just because I'm kind of assuming that when I'm patting this on my lips, like some of the residue is maybe going to get in the powder, so I transferred over the amount of powder I need into this old Tarte blush compact that I depotted. So let's just get started. I hope by some miracle that this works, because that would be great if I could just have like all matte lipsticks. So I'm just going to get a little bit of the powder on my finger and just go like this. Here is a comparison of my bottom lip, which I just applied the translucent powder to, compared to the top lip, where it is just the regular lipstick as it comes. You can see it kind of does mute the color just a little bitty bit. Overall, I am really, really impressed with this tip. I'm gonna have to say, having tried it and failed once, and then trying it using a loose dusting powder, that makes all of the difference in the world. This definitely does make a totally matte lipstick, and it doesn't transfer off when I'm like rubbing my finger on it. I wish Dogman was home right now so we could do the kiss test, but as you can see, I'm like kissing my own hand. So this definitely does make a kiss-proof lipstick, which is totally awesome. I'm also gonna do a sippy sippy sip test. And I guess it did, I'm not even sure if you can see, like it microscopically transferred a teeny tiny amount, but I would almost even say that this could make your lipstick eat proof. And this actually feels even a little bit better than what normal matte lipsticks feel like, because it feels like smoother and softer and not as chalky as like really, really matte lipsticks. If you're familiar with like the retro line of matte lipsticks by MAC, then you probably know what I'm talking about with chalky. One of my all-time favorite classic red lipsticks is Ruby Woo, but it literally is like rubbing red chalk onto your face. This definitely gives you a matte shade, but it feels gentler on the lips. I'm very, very, very excited to start implementing this tip. I feel like a whole wide world of lipsticks and lip colors has just been opened up to me. I kind of feel like the best way to apply this powder is to start out by kind of like pressing it down, and then to kind of like wipe back and forth so you don't get any white residue, but I personally am very, very impressed. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit that button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp Family, and give an alligator its wings. Also, if you want, you can like me on Facebook, facebook.com/graveyardgirl, or you can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram at graveyardgirl, same way it's spelled here. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye!